It's time to focus on the things you need, the things you deserve. You deserve a healthy body, supplements that get you moving and keep you moving, that make you feel good, look good, do good. And they shouldn't contain GMOs, artificial ingredients, or heavy metals, ever. Supplements that are clinically studied, use proven absorption technologies, are designed by scientists, and are ethically sourced and produced. Supplements with everything you need, nothing you don't. You deserve a company that you can trust, that's dedicated to safe manufacturing practices and third-party testing, that ensures the highest quality of effectiveness from extraction of ingredients all the way to the composition of the packaging. Wait a second. You deserve to see the process. You deserve a company led by a CEO with a deep belief in the power of people, dedicated to inspiring entrepreneurs to achieve success. A company with a phytonutrient chemist and expert on natural molecules who is obsessed with human health and has your best interest in mind to design its products. A board comprised of talented doctors from around the world. You deserve to be surrounded by people you trust and look up to. Empowered ambassadors that inspire wellness every day. Leaders who are rooting for you to be the best version of yourself. A community that works hard and plays hard. You deserve to experience adventures that take you around the world, and you deserve to be recognized for your hard work. It's time to get what you deserve. It's time to shift your focus. 3.
Hello, everyone from around the world. This is Linda McCormick, and I'm coming to you from Houston, Texas. So great to have you all here. Welcome. And I'm so excited to share this opportunity with you that has, it's truly caught fire and is spreading across not only the country, but the world. So first of all, just a little bit about my background. I'm actually a scientist. I have a PhD in biomedicine. And I've been in the pharmaceutical industry for over 25 years. So my job was the global director of medical affairs. And what does that mean? That means, shepherding pharmaceutical products from start to finish, soup to nuts, so to speak. So when they're just a compound, kind of directing all of the research and getting them through not only the FDA, but it was global. So all the regulatory agencies across the world. So that's my background, right? And so just keep that in mind as I share with you. And I'm just so excited to be able to bring this opportunity to you. So I am going to go ahead and kind of share with you some information about an opportunity that really presents itself at the right time. So, we look at, so many of you, you probably, like me, you think about, wow, I wish that I would have grabbed onto that investment before the price went too high, or, got into that company, that business, that realm, before, while it was on the upswing. So, I want you to know, I'm here to tell you that this is the absolute right time to be joining this opportunity. We are really at the foundational stage. So what I mean by that is that we are only just a little over a year old. We haven't even hit our momentum yet. We have done way better than projected, but we still haven't even hit momentum. And this is where you want to be. You want to be here at the beginning, before that momentum strikes. So, what is 3? Let's talk a little bit about 3 and just, why 3? I think those of us that, have kind of helped form this company and are leaders in this industry, we think about, we're just here. We want the best for our families, right? So we want people to be healthier and we want to a community of like-minded people. And so in order to do that, what do you do first? The first thing, it's kind of like on an airplane, when they say you get the oxygen first before you help somebody next to you. That's exactly right, because you have to love yourself. And if you don't love yourself right now, we're going to help you do that. And love your family, right? We all want the best for our families. And especially in this post-pandemic time, people are really hungry to belong to a community. And the community here is so uplifting and so encouraging. So that's really our motto at 3: love yourself, love your family, and love your community. All right, so just a little bit about us. Well, how did this whole 3 business company come about? As you probably saw in the introduction, or maybe from the person that invited you, our company is called 3 International. And our foundation is based on a collaborative effort from a group of experienced international business builders. Launched in May of 2023. And this is a photo up in the corner of our headquarters in Lehi, Utah. And since then, we have additional offices in Hong Kong and in Indonesia. And when you think about, the leaders that came together to form this company, you try to figure out what would a good ideal company look like? Well, the first thing, that we look for is leadership. Leadership not only from the field, but also from corporate. And they have to be like-minded, in other words, full of integrity, but most of all, experience, right? So if you're going to follow someone, you want them to be someone who's done what you want to do, right? That's the mentor mentality. And this group of leaders has actually, it's a diverse group. It's a global community of international proven leaders. It's who you want to follow. It's the best of the best in the industry. They're multi-million-dollar earners. And in fact, we have leaders like Kim Wee, who have actually brought companies to multi-billion-dollar business. And that's what we want to do. In this company, we want to become a $10 billion company. That's our goal. And so in order to do that, you have to have the right people on board from the start. And that's exactly what we have. And what do we do? We know that the leaders that we have in this company, both from the field and in the corporate realm, they know the way, right? We know that they know the way. They've done it before. They go the way. So they're in the field. They're in the trenches with us, and they show us the way. They're so willing to teach and to give us what we need in order to be successful. And so when we look at the corporate team, so it's not just the field leadership, we have to have the right corporate team. And we do. We have Daniel Piku, the founder and CEO, and this man has experience in forming multi-million-dollar companies. He's a true kind of rags to riches story, which is kind of nice. He really came from nothing and became a multi-millionaire. And so this is someone who you want as your CEO, and he has a true heart, a true love for people, and that's important to us as well. And then we also have Dr. Dan Gubler as our Chief Scientific Officer. This is really important to me because when I came into this business, the science had to be there. My reputation is on the line. I'm well published. I've won awards too, in my own field, and I can't have my name behind something that I know, that I don't know is absolutely strong. So with Dr. Dan Gubler at the helm, we know we have that. He is an absorption scientist. He has a PhD in organic chemistry. He's done so much work actually in the pharmaceutical industry as well, but he has a true belief in finding not synthetic, totally natural products that can actually perform and get our bodies where they need to be, right? So it's truly exciting to have Dr. Dan at the helm. And then we have as our COO, Troy Moore. And Troy Moore, again, has so much experience in the shipping, the formation of the offices around the world, what it takes as far as supply chain and our our IT and everything. So Troy Moore has a really tough job, and he is excellent. So we have done really well so far with this excellent management team, and they all are personable and very supportive of the field. So what is the opportunity? Our business model is what we're calling cross-border social e-commerce. And as you all know, I mean, you all deal with e-commerce all the time. You're ordering things on the internet online. And we know when it comes in the mail, you go, oh my goodness, this came from, England or China. You are actually doing cross-border e-commerce when you do that, right? And but what we're adding to that is this social piece. So what we have as our business model is cross-border social e-commerce. And what does that mean? That means that now when you share something, like a good movie or a restaurant that we all do, right? Hey, this kitchen gadget, I just love it. You got to try, this thing. You don't get paid for that. But what you do get paid for here is to share just on a social level, and you can do it across borders in other countries. In fact, our markets in phase one, we opened in 14 countries. So you may not know anyone in one of these countries, but you know someone who knows someone in one of these countries, and you can start building a cross-border global business today. And this is just phase one. Our plan is to have other phases where we open in more and more countries. And what is our target market? Who are we looking for? We're looking for people who want a business opportunity to work on their own time and space. And what does that mean? Well, when I think about when my husband and I got into this industry, I mean, he was just going and going as an attorney. And what do most attorneys do? They charge by the hour. So he was trading time for money. And there's only so many hours in the day, right? And so many of us do that, trading time for money. And this business allows you to work in your own space, be your own boss, so to speak, and to earn the money that you earn for yourself and your family. And we're also looking for people who want to have better health and wellness. So, I'm going to show you a little bit later about that health and wellness, but that's a big part of it, right? And that's the part that really excites me. And the third thing is we really want people who want to be connected with a like-minded community for this global collaboration to elevate each other and support each other. Now, when I was in corporate America, we didn't see that. You see a very highly competitive environment, kind of a cutthroat environment. You're not going to find that. For once, you're going to finally find a place where people build each other up, encourage each other, teach each other, and just learn from each other. So we celebrate each other's successes. And so what's our approach to wellness? So this is the part that really excites me. So, the old paradigm, reactive wellness, that was my business for over 25 years. I was in this pharmaceutical business. And what did we do? We looked at the marketplace and said, what disease should we go into? What's a disease that folks have that I can, that's prevalent enough, that we can develop a product that'll, that will, bring back the most return on our investment. Isn't that sad, right? We're just looking for sick people. And those of us too that grew up in the world of reactive wellness, you get sick, you go to the doctor, and you get medicine, right? So now the new paradigm, especially since the pandemic, is proactive wellness. We want to protect ourselves from illness and prevent disease, right? So we want to be as healthy as possible so that we can live active, healthy lives, as we age. Also, the old paradigm is you are what you eat. So the supplements you took in, Sure, if you take in a healthy supplement, that's great, right? But we know now that's not true. A lot of those supplements that are on the shelf at GNC and Walgreens or online, wherever you might be buying them, if you are buying them, you don't know the science behind them. We don't know if they're getting absorbed into the body, and it's frustrating as a pharmaceutical person because I know just how hard it is to get something through the FDA, right? So we don't have to, we have to show in the pharmaceutical world safety and efficacy, not so much in this industry. The supplements, you don't have to show safety and efficacy before you put a product out there. The manufacturing is regulated by the FDA, but you don't have to show absorption rates. And so what this company did, though, is this is a true differentiator for us. You are what you absorb. That's what makes you healthier. What actually gets into the body, into the cells, to allow that action to take place. And that's what Dan Gubler is all about. So he has actually 16 patents or patents pending, and we have 12 different proprietary absorption technologies here. And what we used to think too, the old paradigm, your DNA, you're stuck with it, whatever you were born with. If you have heart disease in your family, look out, you're going to get heart disease. You'll have a heart attack just like your dad did, right? Well, not so much, right? So we do know now there's something called epigenetics, and that's the future of proactive wellness. And what does that mean? Epigenetics is what we can do from a phytonutrition standpoint, absorption, if we are getting the right things into our cells, lifestyle changes, and environment. Those all determine health and longevity. And that can have a positive effect on the genes, or it can actually have a negative effect on the genes. Again, what we have here that is kind of different from the other companies that you might see out there is we have a very robust scientific advisory board. I mean, these are practicing healthcare professionals from all different parts of the country and across the world, and they come from very reputable universities and institutions. We have the Mayo Clinic represented. We have Johns Hopkins represented, for example. And guess what? None of them get paid. They are all doing this because they too believe in proactive wellness, and they believe in our products and are really, really on fire they are really, really on fire for our products. And so what is our science and technology? And this is, again, another huge differentiator for us with respect to the science. So like I said before, companies that are supplement companies don't have to show safety and efficacy. They don't have to do the clinical trials that you have to do in the pharmaceutical world in order to get a product on the market. In fact, most of the other supplement companies, they will call the same vendors. There's a handful of them that everyone calls. They ask for an ingredient, throw it in a bottle, put your label on it, and then it's up to you to have a slick marketing campaign where, you are able to sell. And so with this, we don't have that. We actually have 3 pillars of research and development at our company as part of our science and technology. First is exploration. So Dr. Dan Gubler and his team actually go out and explore and find those plants that have those medicinal qualities that we're looking for. And then from those plants, they curate those ingredients that we want in order to find those physiological effects. So it's exploration, taking the plants, curating the ingredients, the beautiful ingredients that we need. But you have to take it a step further, because you could have the most beautiful, wonderful ingredients, and you'll see those listed on other bottles in the store. But if they're not getting absorbed, they're not doing you any good. So we have the absorption technology here that we know, and we know it because we've done the third-party clinical studies. The other differentiator from a science and technology perspective is that our products, all 7 of the 3 products, are in what's called the PDR. And the PDR is a trusted publication that healthcare professionals use in order to look up, search, get guidance on how to prescribe drugs. It's usually prescription drugs. You won't find many supplements in here. In fact, some supplements companies might have 1 or 2 products in here, and we have all 7 of our products in the PDR. What does it stand for? It's the Prescriber's Digital Reference. It's a digital tool that physicians have been using for many, many years. Previously, it was a book called the PDR, the Physician's Desk Reference, and now it's all digital. And now they have this resource, and any healthcare professional can look up all 7 of our products in that PDR. And why is that? In order to be in the PDR, you have to be backed by science. You can't pay to be in the PDR. You have to have the data, and we have it. Like I said, we do have third-party clinical studies, and these are just 3 examples. There's a cellular absorption and bioavailability study listed here, an epigenetic study, which kind of shows not only are you absorbing the nutrients, but now to say, okay, so it got in the cell, how do I know it's doing what it's doing, what it's supposed to do? Well, this is the study that will show that, yes, we are upregulating, turning on the right genes and turning off, for example, the inflammatory genes with some of our products. So that's taking it even a step further. And then we have the superoxide study, for example, which talks about inflammation. So it shows that our product, Revive, actually does decrease the superoxide, which is an inflammatory compound. And so I tell you this because you don't have to do this to bring a product to market, but this company is dedicated, committed to bringing out good science, third-party backed studies that really matter and really differentiate us from the rest in the industry. And so just briefly on these products, I mean, we have so many resources on the products that you can actually, take a peek at. Ask the person who invited you. They can send you all kinds of information listing all of the beautiful ingredients. But just as a brief overview, these are 6 of our products. First is the Vitalité, and it's a superfood blend, rich in chlorophyll. It's got an enzyme blend. There's an omega there, 72 trace minerals, probiotic, prebiotic, and a berry blend. And what does it do? It actually is kind of your super multivitamin. It's everything you need for your day, all of the micronutrients that you need for the day. And it's in an easy little pouch that you carry with you and take on the go even. And then next we have Revive. And this is one of my favorite products because I've seen some really good results with Revive, actually. This product we're calling it the Restorer. And it really is supporting healthy joints. And it really offers that enhanced kind of flexibility and mobility, range of motion, but it also has an added kind of brain health benefit. And it has something called liposomal curcumin. And what that means is curcumin, you see it in a lot of other products, but it's not getting in the cell. It's a huge molecule. And so what Dr. Dan has done is he's created an absorption technology that ensures this is getting into our bodies. And for me, I was a collegiate athlete and I work out all the time. But, because of my age, I just thought, well, I'm always going to be sore. I'm just going to have to, push through it. I've even asked my personal trainer, what can I do? Years ago, I was like, what can I do to get rid of this soreness? I can just feel it. And, he tried all kinds of this massage thing and that. And I just kind of accepted that I'm going to be sore. Now, this is amazing. I've been on Revive now, since we started. And I just suddenly, one day thought, gosh, I'm not sore anymore. And so that post-workout and pre-workout soreness you might have, wow, it's really made a huge difference for me. And so that's one of my favorite products. And the next product is Immune. It's the Protector. And wow, isn't this important in this, again, with the pandemic, post-pandemic, you see lots of folks that just are really, really focused on preventing getting sick. And what this immune does is it actually enhances our own natural immune system. And additionally, it supports a healthy gut microbiome. This is really important because your gut has about 80% of the immune system in it. So your immune system is very dependent on your gut health. And it's got something that's a natural antibiotic. It's called nanosilver. And the nanosilver is actually way more effective than what you might see out there called colloidal silver. And so this is just a beautiful product. It also has something called quorum sensing, and quorum sensing prevents bacteria from talking to each other. That's just amazing. I mean, there's no other product on the market like that. And so the way bacteria spreads is by kind of talking to each other in your body. And what immune does is it just stops that crosstalk with the bacteria. And so next is Purify, and that's the detoxifier. And what Purify is it actually is not like a cleanse like you see in other companies, but it's a detoxifier. Why is that important? It supports your body's elimination organs. And what are those? Those are your liver, your kidney, your colon, your skin, your lungs, all of those that can become so congested with compounds and toxins. And it's important because if you're congested, you aren't going to absorb the nutrients that you need to absorb. And so it's super, super important to detoxify. And Purify has ingredients in there that will actually bind those toxins and pull them out of the body. It's a beautiful product, a must-have. And then we have something called Eternal. And what is Eternal? Eternal is our rejuvenator. It's our longevity product. Why? Because it's our antioxidant. And so it has 200 milligrams of resveratrol. That's just the highlight that I'm going to tell you. There's a whole bunch of other things I could do to talk about Eternal, but that's really the key, because you're going to see resveratrol, which you may or may not know, is it's a compound that's found like in the skin of grapes that makes red wine so healthy and such a great antioxidant, fighting free radicals. And so we have 200 milligrams. You're not going to find 200 milligrams. But the key is the absorption rate. So in the other products on the market, you may get a 10% absorption, maybe 20. This is actually 95% absorbed. And then finally, we have collagen. And collagen is our collagen product. It's got 5 grams of highly bioavailable marine collagen. And it really promotes the body's own natural ability to produce collagen. And so with this product, you're going to take it 10 days on and then 20 days off. And it will stimulate your body's ability to produce collagen, which is so important for healthy skin, hair, nails, and even your immune response in your joints. It has some of that as well. This, again, is another one of those products that I've really noticed a difference. And, people have actually commented on my hair. My nails have grown like crazy. So this product has really been phenomenal for me. So this is just kind of an overview of those first 6 products. And this is actually our latest and greatest brand new product. It's called Visage. And what is Visage? It's a super serum. So now we have something topical. So we're trying to take care of that internal health, and now taking care of the external health is what we're focused on here. And it's a cutting edge neurocosmetic. You may or may not have heard that term, but this is kind of becoming something you could read in the literature. But what we do differently here, of course, it's about absorption. We know that this product is absorbed in the skin. A lot of those other products you'll put on, very topical. No way do they get below that surface of the skin. But this one does, because we have actually our 12th and newest absorption technology that's been incorporated into this product. again, we have clinical data that backs this up, and the real key is it does everything that you would expect and hope for a good serum to do, make the skin smoother, brighter, the wrinkles to fade and the spots to fade, and plumper the skin. It really has worked, and we have a lot of before and after testimonials about that. But the real kind of differentiator, again, is that it supports the feel-good molecules. And what does that mean? What we found is, there is a communication between the nerves in the skin and the brain. We know that because that's how you feel cold, pain, that's how you feel touch and pressure. And so what this product does, though, is it goes in and actually stimulates that skin-brain connection, that superhighway that's there, and causes the release of dopamine and serotonin. And those are the feel-good molecules. And we have the third-party data to back that up, that we do cause that stimulation, and we increase the positive emotions in stressed people. So this product is it's great for women and for men, and we've had such a great response to this product so far, and just released it in August. And so, what are we asking for you to do? We want you to really be the first of this group of people that we have here, that in 3 that are going to promote and share these products, these amazing wellness guardians, and do it globally. And it's a turnkey business system. What does it include? You get a robust replicated website ready for e-commerce, a back office that manages and tracks your business so you can, do reports, all kinds of things. You can see exactly where you are, where your commissions are, everything. It's a beautiful app. And you have marketing and media tools, really wonderful, well-designed marketing and media tools to promote your business. And you have a training system and supporting global community. So we do webinars, we have all kinds of training built into our system. And where are you going to find that? This is a turnkey business, very, very easy to follow and get started. And so let's talk just briefly on the financial reward plan. So when you're thinking about the ideal company that you want to build, you want that leadership, like we talked about. That's a given, right? And you would want one that has very sound scientific products. We have them. And the third thing you would want is a great financial reward plan. And we really, truly do have the best financial reward plan in the industry. And there's multiple ways to generate income. First, retail commissions. This, you do get 25% on anything you sell for retail, and then the product gets drop shipped to the person that you sold it to. You don't have to keep an inventory. Secondly, there's introductory bonuses associated when you get a new person in. You can earn anywhere from $25 to $350, depending on what package they might start with. And of course, you make commissions, right? You make commissions on the folks that you put in your business and on your team, right? You're building a team of people, and you're helping them become successful eventually. So, and then the fourth way is that referral matching bonus, and this really is different from other companies. We have the matching bonus that you can make on the leaders in your business. And we have number 5, a global bonus pool. So once you reach a certain level in the company, you actually get part of a pool of money from the global sales. And then for a limited time, we have the global founder pool. So now we are, founding the company, and we have this will go away and go away soon. You can become a founder and participate forever in that global founder pool. 2% of the global sales. You have that opportunity to have that. And so, how do you get started? There's 2 options. You can be a retail customer and buy the product, or you can decide to become a business builder and join us in our movement. And so how do we do that? There's 2 simple steps. You first of all, you enroll as a brand ambassador and pay the $30. That's kind of like a membership to Costco, for example. And what do you get for that $30? You get all of that stuff I just talked about with that turnkey business, right? You get your website, the marketing materials, all of that. And secondly, you choose a package. You can start on whichever package fits your needs. The first package being an intro pack. Second one has all the products. It's a premium pack. The third one, the Business Builder Pack, has more of those products to consume and share. And then finally, the Founder Plus Pack. And this, again, is only going to be available for a limited time. And this is what makes you a founder and have that ability to participate in that founder's pool. And when you look and start to calculate these packages, you really are getting a lot of discounts, some of it up to 30%, for example, in this Founder Pack, and a lot of free product. So get with the person that invited you and figure out, what's the best way for you to start as a business builder. And so I just want to say thank you. Welcome to this 3 global community. When my husband and I started in this industry, we were so busy. He was just a busy attorney, trading his time for money. We had 5 kids at home. My parents were living with us because my mother had Alzheimer's. We had, we had 3 dogs, and we had an au pair. We had 12 puppies. I mean, we were so busy when my husband said to me, "Hey, I think we should do this business," and we found a way to fit it into the cracks and crevices of our day, and we have never looked back. And this 3 company has been built by the best leaders in the industry. We have the best products backed by science, and we really do have the best financial opportunities. So get with the person that invited you, and I hope to see you again on our 3 trail. Thank you so much.